I'm going to be sharing a text by Luther Standing Bear. Luther Standing Bear was from Rosebud, South Dakota, and he was a member of the Lakota tribe. Lakota Chief Luther Standing Bear is remembered in American history because he was one of the first Native American authors, educators, philosophers, and actors. He was 11 years old when he was forcibly taken from his home to the Carlisle Indian Industrial School in Pennsylvania. One of the main objectives of the schools was to wipe away the students' tribal identities. One way they did this was by forcing the students to change their names, as Standing Bear explains in this excerpt from a personal narrative. Almost immediately, our names were changed to those in common use in the English language. Instead of translating our names into English and calling Zinkazawin, Yellowbird, and Wombly Klesk, Spotted Eagle, which in itself would have been educational, we were just John, Henry, or Maggie, as the case might be. I was told to take a pointer and select a name for myself from the list written on the blackboard. I did, and since one was just as good as another, and as I could not distinguish any difference in them, I placed the pointer on the name Luther. I then learned to call myself by that name and got used to hearing others call me by it too. By that time, we had been forbidden to speak our mother tongue, which is the rule in all boarding schools. This rule is uncalled for, and today it is not only robbing the Indian, but American of a rich heritage. The language of a people is part of their history. Today, we should be perpetuating history instead of destroying it. And this can only be effectively done by allowing and encouraging the young to keep it alive. A language unused, embalmed, and reposing only in a book is a dead language. Only the people themselves, and never the scholars, can nourish it into life. This piece was meaningful to me because a person's name is so central to their identity. Our names connect us to our heritage, birthplace, gender, history, and other markers that distinguish us as individuals. To take away Standing Bear's Lakota name and make him choose a name at random from an arbitrary list is an insult. Yet I notice that he still uses that name today. It seems that the experience of losing his first name was so powerful, it has always stuck with him. This piece reminds me that using a person's name correctly is a simple way to show respect.